Town and Pinnacle Peak. I'm Jessica, and I'm here to tell you a little about our family business.
Founded in 1961 here in Tucson, Arizona, Town was originally developed as a Western-themed shopping center on the far east side of town. Over the years, Town has developed into much more: a Western amusement park, a turn-of-the-century-style community gathering space, and home to many local shops and restaurants, including Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse.
In 1962, Pinnacle Peak opened here in Town. We're known for our mesquite grilled steaks, our cowboy atmosphere, and cutting off any ties that make their way on the premise.
We have always been a family-owned and operated business. I, along with my husband and my sister, are now the third generation. In the early 60s, sustainability wasn't a part of the national conversation like it is now. As the years passed, it became clear to us that there was a lot of room for improvement from an environmental standpoint. Water conservation in Arizona has become increasingly important as we face years of drought and an increasing population size. While we had made some small incremental changes to our operations to increase our sustainability and reduce water waste, we decided we needed to do more. We began working with Scale Up as part of Local First Arizona to formulate plans for long-term improvement. Our next step was to audit where most of our water was being used. We were able to get an idea of what water use was essential, such as washing dishes, and what water use wasn't. From there, we decided to take on the simplest changes first.
One of our greatest challenges has been working in the restaurant industry with COVID. Is how do we get funding to do these projects?
One solution was to start small. We replaced inefficient bathroom fixtures with low-flow fixtures when any repairs or replacement was needed. This was an easy and relatively inexpensive change that immediately stopped excessive water waste. We worked with a local company that specializes in installing low-flow fixtures and found that their expertise was well worth the investment. Our next step was to take a closer look at the water we were using for landscaping. Town takes pride in creating a welcoming, attractive, and authentic environment. So, how could we cut back on water while maintaining the aesthetic of the property? Thirsty cottonwood trees in our center courtyard were in bad shape, and they were replaced with native Arizona ash and other native trees that required less water. The center courtyard gazebo, once framed with rose bushes, now is surrounded by low water use Tacoma plants. We eliminated a few areas of grass that were struggling to survive due to high foot traffic and converted them back to dirt and gravel. We have larger plans in place to further conserve water, especially in regards to our landscaping. We still have a lot of grass, and we hope to reduce the footprint by replacing it with a mix of xeriscaping, permeable hard surfaces, and other more environmentally friendly ground cover. We also look forward to water harvesting. Tucson may have a dry climate, but anyone who lives here can talk about our summer rains. Collecting water runoff from our buildings will provide us with landscaping water, as well as help drainage issues we have on property during the summer. Our goal is to reduce our landscaping water use by 60% by having less grass, using drought-resistant plants, and taking advantage of water harvesting.
As we improve our water conservation, we've seen and continue to see the following things. First, we're saving water, which is making Tucson a more viable place to live for the entire community. Two, we're seeing our utility bills go down, which is making us as a business more sustainable. And three, we're setting an example. If an old West town can become more environmentally friendly, anyone can do it.
Our advice for any business taking on a sustainability project is to not get overwhelmed. Start small and take on simple and inexpensive projects. Also see if your local utility companies offer rebates or discounts on more efficient fixtures. From there, you can gain confidence, funds, and the knowledge to develop larger scale projects. We also recommend finding local groups that can help. We are members of Local First Arizona and enrolled in their sustainability group called Scale Up. We were able to get tons of information, inspiration, and connect with experts in their fields. As business owners, we know a lot about our business, but we had lots to learn when it came to water conservation. Having resources to turn to made a huge difference. Thank you for taking the time to learn about us here at Town and Pinnacle Peak Steakhouse. Yeehaw!